One, two, 1, 2. We are good to go. We're just gonna shoot from the hip tonight, people.
Boom.
Boom. Episode 198. What's a podcast? If you're watching this, you can see that for the current moment, it is Streetwear Eddie and myself, DJ Jerome Baker the third.
Don't charge Abdul. Forgot what day it was.
Don't charge Abdul. Just forgot what day it was. We're not going to reveal Silent Tom's whereabouts because you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But no, do recognize and realize we are here. Episode 198, DJ Jerome Third. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's good, Rome?
And don't charge Abdul.
And don't charge that. Don't show up, Abdul.
Don't show up, Abdul. He may or may not show up, but we're here for the meantime. And you know, truthfully, man, just it's the middle of the week. I'd like to get a good 8 hours in tonight. So if we catch some of Abdul on this one, great.
If we don't, great.
Yeah, then you know what I'm saying. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Do remember to check out whatsapodcast.live for our previous episodes and youtube.com/whatsapodcast for video episodes. Do remember our content will up the ante tremendously in the next 2 weeks. We have starting with episode 200, our Patreon goes fully live. I'm actually going to start to get some content from the fellas. So that'll all be posted. I think I figured out how to make it private on the YouTube but public on the Patreon. So we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, figure that out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be ready to go. Once in 2 weeks when you hit that Patreon, there's gonna be a good amount of posts, a good amount of content. We're content creators now. We've stepped in the game. We've stepped up our game. You know what I mean? So
we've been content creators.
Yeah, for sure.
We just had digital content creators.
Yeah, we just had to, like, you know what I'm saying, take it for real. So but yeah, man, shout out to everybody who listens. We appreciate you. Shout out to the dude. I think he's from Switzerland. Who reached out to me on Twitter. Said that my mic is always muffled. And I don't know what to tell you, bro. I think that's just my normal steez. To be honest with you.
Might be your speakers.
Something of that variety. We'll make it work. But I promise you we'll try to improve as we hit this 200. So nevertheless, yeah, we're ready to rock. My weekend was fantastic.
What'd you do this weekend?
I was in Atlanta for this weekend.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you just got back?
I got back earlier this week. You know what I'm saying? But Atlanta.
Was that your first time DJing in Atlanta?
Yeah, first time DJing in Atlanta. Tremendous spot called MJQ.
Strip club?
Nah, just regular joint. Kind of like a U-Haul kind of vibe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of set did you play?
Very, very just a mix of everything. Top 40 hip hop, up tempo stuff, some reggae.
What was the crowd like?
Crowd was mixed.
Wow.
It was super mixed. Like I almost questioned myself at first, just not really understanding like how to play for a room that was that mixed. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't seen
really?
Oh yeah. I hadn't seen a room look like that. I mean, like, you know, white girls who were singing Young Thug records, but then I had to remember I was in Atlanta.
Napoleon style,
but like even iller.
Even whiter.
Well, blacker, I guess I would say.
Okay.
Napoleon was pretty international. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It was great, man. Atlanta was cool. I had a good time in Atlanta. Just kind of ran around.
You got homies down there?
Yeah, got a little squad down there. You know, so a couple people pulled up on me that I didn't even know lived there. Which was incredible.
That's dope.
Very dope. Yeah. So Atlanta was cool, man. I don't the way that the music and nightlife scene is set up, I don't know if I'd like to go back, but I just don't know if it's going to support me going back.
How come?
I don't know just what they don't have as many venues as DC does.
That's not what I would think at all.
They don't have an Eaton Hotel. They don't have you know what I'm saying, Capo. They don't have things like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So, they got big room, big clubs, don't they?
Well, I mean, they definitely got the hip hop on lock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of my homies, DJ EU, he is the Spanish Bad Bunny conquistador down there. Like he is the guy in charge of the Spanish scene. Him and his team.
Oh, word.
So they crush it at their gigs, and he's a great DJ, open format DJ. So it's a beautiful place, man. Shout out to my guy Alex, my guy the Black Amigo, my man Jetpack.
Is that who got you the gigs down there? The Spanish kids?
Nah, my man Alex did. Because basically what happened was he played at the spot called MJQ, and he had posted how they were closing this year. And I've heard about the spot for a long time.
Okay.
Legendary spot. So I was like, man, anytime this year, if you can just, if I can just lock in,
yeah,
I'd love to come down. I really wanted to come down in the summer, catch a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like do whatever. And he just was like, how about February? I said, man, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to actually go down a little earlier in February, but we made it this weekend so we can hang out with the homies.
Yep.
And everybody just had a good time, man. I really, really, really appreciate it. So I think I'm in DC for a couple weeks. And then I got a Bay Area run that's tremendous.
Woo, the Bay is crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn the Bay Area run into a Bay Area run plus Vegas, plus Texas.
West Coast tour.
Just got to get it in. You know what I mean? So
how was the weather in Atlanta?
77 degrees. It was
beautiful,
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Wow.
So
you hit any shops? You go to any of the clubs? You just all business?
No, all business. All business. You know what I'm saying? Like got there, and the homie EU is also the DJ for the Atlanta United, which is their soccer team.
Yep.
So they had like a little block party, which is cool. That was cracking.
Oh.
And then I was staying in Buckhead, which is a pretty nice area.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to get from downtown to Buckhead. Got to the room, just kind of maxed and relaxed for about an hour and a half. Got right back at it. We had my man Jetpack had us at a real ill Asian spot, man, Japanese restaurant, like super official joint. You know what I mean? So it was good. And Alex and I moved on to the club. Club was rocking, dude. It was super, super.
Did you
super
open
fun.
up for him, or you and him went back and forth? Or?
We went back and forth. I believe he closed the night out. I try not to be the guy who like comes in and man, I want a headline and all that stuff. Like,
yeah,
I'd rather work back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That gives everybody time to shine. So
yeah, it also breaks it up a little bit for the crowd,
for sure. Shout out to my guy Terrell. He I thought he lived in LA. He pulled up on me in Atlanta. I just was dumbfounded seeing him.
He's from out here?
He's from DC. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know about Abdul on this one, my guy. He's from DC, moved to LA, and obviously pandemic hits, people's lives changed. And he's very much into like sports network, sports broadcasting.
Okay.
So he told me his overall goal was always to work for TNT. And you know what I'm saying? Got family in Atlanta, made the transition, and now he's killing it down there.
Terrell.
So,
sounds familiar.
If you see him, he was around. He was around in that 2006 to 2000.
Big dude?
Not big dude, but if you see him,
Okay.
For sure. So that was good. Next day, got up and just was laying around, man. Like,
how many days were there?
Just a day and a half.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Super slight, in and out.
Yeah, I mean, that Sunday it was pretty nice outside too. It was President's Day, but the homies just nobody had no moves. There were just no moves. Like, and so I was just like, man, for one, I didn't realize it because when I flew down at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I saw none of the flight. Like, I saw none of the flight.
Yeah.
But when I was looking around and everybody's telling me they ain't got no moves for Sunday, I'm like, well, let me see if I should just go home, go back to DC. They got like 8-9 different flights. It would have cost me $8 to change my flight. And the flight was 1:10.
Nothing.
I didn't even know because the first time I was knocked out.
Yeah.
Man, I left ATL 4:22. I was back in DC by 5:30.
Back at the crib.
I was at the crib by 5:45. You know what I'm saying? But
that's nothing.
And then I was in the streets by 7:30. You know what I'm saying?
Did you play that night or you was out?
No, we just went out that night, man. We had a ball.
Who'd you go out with?
The gang, man. Matthias, Mitch, Pierre. We just started at Solly's. Made our way to Service Bar, and then there was a party at Capo that we ended up at. So
Hmm.
nothing too crazy, but just a little U Street activity on a Sunday,
Yeah,
on a holiday Sunday when we couldn't find nothing else to do.
that's something to do.
It just was like, dang, ain't nobody throwing no other parties, ain't nobody really got no other moves. You know what I'm saying? So, nevertheless, man, it was a fantastic weekend here for myself. What about yourself, Streetwear Eddie?
I didn't do too much, man. I worked all weekend, and this weekend I kind of just played it at the crib with the wife. We had like a little family gathering to go to on Saturday. We didn't do too much, man. My life isn't as exciting as yours. I'm not in the streets like you, jet setting, DJing. You know,
Again, this is part of my job. This is not
that's
my.
what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying.
This
It's
is not
not
mine.
not part of my job. I'm a
This is
married man, so I play the
yeah.
crib.
This is not like something that I do for entertainment. This
You
is
do it for fun too.
yeah. There's some fun involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big weekend coming up. Baltimore all weekend.
You're staying out there
I can't because I got stuff in DC. So I'm
back and forth.
Friday, go to Baltimore, come back, do Heights. Saturday, go to Baltimore, come back, do Eaton.
You play Heist on Friday night?
Yeah, Heist on Friday. Yeah, that should be cool.
Shorty's up there Friday night.
Oh, that's my dog right there. That's my dog.
Yeah.
But so it's a good weekend, man. CIAA is in town up in Baltimore, second year there. So
What's that?
It's like a tournament where all the teams in that particular conference play, and the winner goes to the NCAA tournament.
Oh, dope! Are you playing any parties up there for that?
Yeah, that's the joints that I'm rocking.
Party.
Are all CIAA stuff, daytime activity. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Sure. Then it's like run back. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it work because ain't no trains run late from Baltimore anymore. It's like a shame. Like before they had
just
trains.
Rent a car for the weekend.
I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's just there's a lot of activity, a lot of things going on. DC, the weather
it's supposed to be crazy.
Weather is so insane. So Thursday, the weather's supposed to be 78 degrees and sunny.
Friday also.
Same with Friday, and then Saturday, 40 degrees.
We're supposed to get like a dusting.
A dusting. Yeah. This is how you get dog sick.
They're saying that tomorrow and Friday, if the weather is the way they predict it to be, it'll be like the hottest it's ever been in this area in February.
I believe it.
That's crazy, man. How's it going to be 80 degrees in February in the East Coast, the Northeast Coast?
If you don't think climate change is real, people, I don't know what to tell you at this point.
No bullshit.
Like, if you don't think climate change is real,
global warming is real.
It's here.
We're living it.
Yeah, we're living it.
It was nice today. It's cold now, but it was nice today.
Yeah, we didn't leave the house till a little later today, but we stepped outside around 3 and it was cool. It wasn't too bad. So
y'all went out to eat.
I took care of some business for Studio Sonic, and then I'm trying to make it for like once every 2 weeks. My daughter and I go out to eat, spend some daddy-daughter time.
Dinner date.
Yeah. So tonight we hit a relatively commercial spot.
That's all right.
But
do you let her pick every week, or you take turns? Or
I kind of give her. I ask for what she is in the mood for, and then
you just take the wheel.
I just kind of like find a couple options. We look on Instagram. We look on whatever, whichever.
No Los Hermanos.
Los Hermanos. I think she's outgrown it for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like Los Hermanos.
She can get that at grandma's house.
True. But you know what I'm saying? The thing about Los Hermanos, man, is it's been negatively impacted by the neighborhood. Like the neighborhood, there's a new 24-hour bong shop over there.
Yep.
And it's just
the post up is crazy.
The post up is so crazy.
But even in Los Hermanos?
The whole stretch.
Yeah.
The whole stretch of neighborhoods just has
it's
just brought out a whole new amount of activity.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of it at all.
Yeah, you don't want to walk. You don't want to walk past that with your
I don't want to walk past it. I'm walking on the other side of the street.
The other side of the street was the bad side before the ball shop.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, somebody needs to like handle the bong shop so I can have my side of the street back. But
no doubt.
Nevertheless, it's all good, man. It's these different experiences.
Everybody got to eat, man.
Right. So, obviously there is Um, just a lot going on in the world. We see that Ukraine, Biden made a guest appearance in
He
Ukraine.
made a guess.
I mean, I don't. I guess there's.
That
I guess there's.
appearance.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's like it's not like he like dropped a verse on it, but like, yeah, he
He couldn't drop a verse if he wanted to.
he ended up
He could
in
barely stay awake.
he. I mean, listen, man. He somehow ended up in Kiev, I believe is how you say it.
Yep.
And he's you know what I'm saying, he's helping them out a lot. I think there's been some strengthening of the China and Russia alliance. And I believe I read where Biden met with I forget the name of how they said it, but 9 countries that kind of border Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Listen, y'all understand the seriousness of this nature. You guys are right here. You fought these cats before, et cetera, et cetera." So the world's on heightened alert. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's just ways and things that I think people need to be safe. Um, excuse me. There is a very much still a lot of things in America to take care of. I mean, just today, I don't even want to say dude's name because he's like obviously one of the biggest pieces of trash ever. But Eric Holder Jr., who's the man that is responsible for Nipsey Hussle's murder,
Mm-hmm.
was sentenced to 60 years to life today. He is 33 years old, which means that, you know what I'm saying,
He'd be
if he
93.
if he even serves the whole term.
If
You
he
know what I'm
lives to
saying?
93.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of commenters were saying, like in the CNN post, on Instagram, they were like, "Hey, like,
I mean, what's the odds of a man living to 93 these days?
well, they were saying he might not make it 34." You know what I'm
Well, I
saying?
mean, yeah, I believe it, man. Them gang activity in them jails is crazy, man.
I mean, Nipsey is still very much loved in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's understandable why dude is just really it's gonna be what it's gonna be with homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's tripping.
They gonna get him out the way.
Yeah, for sure. I
Have,
was go ahead. No, go ahead.
no. Go ahead. Listen. What do you say?
No, I was just gonna talk about Snipes. We get to that later.
Have you been watching Fight the Power on PBS?
I have not. What is Fight the Power?
It's like a hip hop documentary on PBS. Look it up. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I started watching it a little bit. But it's I don't know. It's like Chuck D and like a whole bunch of like hip hop culture in all forms.
Fight the Power: How Hip Hop Changes the World.
Exactly.
Um,
You should watch it. It's really dope. You should let Bella watch it.
Chuck D from Public Enemy explores hip hop's political awakening over the last 50 years. Oh yeah, I
It's
mean,
really, really, really dope.
really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think we talked about, I think, the Hip Hop 50 last week, and the sneakers, and a lot of how things were brought to light in the Grammys.
Yeah.
And so I feel like hip hop is being
And it's Black History Month.
as Black History Month. We're almost at the end of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like there's a big opportunity for hip hop to continue to grow and to merge. And I think that the music's kind of in an interesting place right now. I don't think it's the top music that it once was.
Nah.
It's what I'm saying. I think it's definitely fallen more than a few steps back, and that's as a result of other genres becoming more popular, and people just the mainstream just has just soaked up hip hop music.
And a lot of like hip hop artists are like transitioning to other genres themselves. They're taking over.
And they're getting older. I mean,
Yeah.
if we look at a lot of hip hop artists who made the '90s so fantastic, those men and women are now in their 50s. You know what I'm saying? With the exception
Easily.
of with the
Most
exception
of them.
of with the exception of one or two rappers, they're not still active like that anymore. Because at this point, if you've been in the public spotlight for 30 years, at this point it is we understand you're an entertainer. So the fantasy part about what you're living is no longer something that people are being fooled by.
Right.
and it's just more like, okay, dude, you're an artist, like
Right.
you are a peaceful person, you don't want anything to happen to you or your
Right.
crew. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
You're not in the streets no more. You're
you're
rich.
not in the streets anymore. No, absolutely not. You probably have like a cannabis brand or something. You know what
They
I'm
definitely
saying?
have a
So,
cannabis or like a liquor,
yeah,
some kind of crypto.
I think Jay Z got out of liquor. I think $750 million from Duce. That's what he settled, and
I think he's in the cannabis.
yeah, he's
Uh,
in the cannabis
I mean, I
space.
think he has his hands in a little bit of everything.
At this
You
point, you
know,
have to. At this point,
I
you
mean,
have
especially
to.
if you got money like he does, why not?
Well,
You
yeah, I
know,
mean, you got to diversify, and that's the
for
main thing that
sure.
I see. Uh, Shout out to my brother. I know we speak about him often, but we were in Arizona, and a friend of his joined us for both Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. This kid is loaded, and he might be 35. He's probably a billionaire,
Wow.
and he says he invested in like 33 different companies or something like that, and just said it so plainly. Like, yeah, when I'm in Arizona, I just check on like the 6 companies I invested in out here. I was like,
Jesus.
what?
He lives in NY?
San Francisco.
Oh, he getting it.
You know what I'm
He's not the
saying?
dude, not your brother's homie who has that apartment, that crazy building in New York.
Nope, that's another dude. That's another dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it is what it is, man. You got to really be on point with your finances these days. I just read an article on Twitter that was basically highlighting why the South has the worst credit scores in the country.
Technically, we're in the South.
We are. So literally, the reason the South has the worst credit scores in the country is because of medical debt.
Wow.
And they were saying that the people in the South can never climb out of the medical debt that they get themselves in. And obviously they get themselves in medical issues because one of a lack of education, lack of resources,
Lack of
etc.,
insurance.
insurance, etc. Right. So what they even said, which is even iller, right? They said a company like American Express will offer less rewards or will invest less money into rewards for credit card holders in the South
Wow.
versus what they'll do for credit card holders in the Northeast.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And we're talking, plantation money, slave money, legacy money, family money.
Yeah.
But because there's so many more poor people who have this medical debt that they can't get out of, that American Express is like, bump it. We won't even offer these rewards. We'll just save
That's
those resources for our richer, and that's American Express. So you can imagine what the real foul companies are doing. You know what I'm saying?
that's that's
Listen, bro,
ridiculous.
the more you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Um, what was I was also listening to a podcast earlier today. Health situations, and the dude was saying the average American consumes like 20 teaspoons of added sugar on a daily basis
Mm.
through food that they don't know contains added sugar.
Everything has sugar.
Everything has sugar, but not added sugar.
Everything has added sugar.
Yes, but the levels of added sugar are
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean
have to be.
everything, man.
But it's like okay, if you go buy spinach at the grocery market,
There's
or
added sugars in that.
if you go buy spinach at the farmer's market,
No sugar.
no sugar.
But if you buy a bag of spinach from like Safeway, there's sugar added to that.
There's sugar added to it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah. It's called the hold on, I want people to make sure we're sourcing it correctly. It is DOAC, Diary of an American CEO, the number one health expert, the one food that's killing us slowly. So it's actually the latest episode 223, in case somebody wants to try to check us on it. And it's about an hour and a half. I suggest you listen to it. Yeah, it's actually an hour and a half. I suggest you give it a listen as soon as you can, because it legitimately speaks to nothing but just super positive uh, activity. We'll say.
You listen to that while you're going on your long walks.
No, I listened to it.
Motivation.
I listened to it tonight. Just trying to get situated. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like trying to take responsibility for my health and realizing some of the factors. Like I love lemonade.
Yeah, Sprite.
Nah, so I gave up. So I gave up soda from Lint, and I
I
don't
mean,
drink.
lemonade is soda without carbonation, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm taking it. I'm taking advantage of. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm making myself aware of my shortcomings and
yeah.
why I am in the position that I am. Right. So, and mind you, people, I'm only like 2 weeks from being in the best shape of my life. Don't trip.
Ah,
But but
just
it's
drink
just.
water, man. Just drink water.
But all I'm saying is, you just have to be. You just need to be aware of everything,
Yeah,
right? And so, as a result of that, I'm sitting here trying to be like, okay, cool. Let me just tap in because I don't need to listen to another basketball podcast.
for
Like,
sure.
I've listened to enough basketball podcasts. I'm good. And it's like basketball's not even playing right now. But um, sometimes you just want to tap in and just see what these people are talking about. And one dude was just like, I don't have any sugar in my diet. And I was like, bro, I don't believe that. Like, I get it if you only drink water, and I get if you would have said I don't have any added sugar
Yeah,
because you're really controlling what you eat, what you
right.
buy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Everything has sugar in it, though.
you're not putting no sauces on stuff.
Every sauce is all sugar.
It's all sugar. But what I'm saying though is that is
Yeah,
clearly if you don't have any sugar, then you're not putting sauces on stuff, which is fine. Some people don't put A1 sauce on their steak. You're not supposed to, from what I was told, right?
you put whatever you want on a steak if you pay for it.
I mean, that's true as well.
You know what I
But
mean?
it's just like, hey man, people are in places where enough added sugar could really hurt them. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Especially if you live a super sedentary lifestyle, and the only you know what I'm saying, you need to be just we all need to look out for ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Episode 198 with the podcast. We are here for the advancement of people of color. Always
Boom.
say hello, Isabella. Boom, boom. It's my queen bean right there. You feel me? Um, um. So I mean, obviously, rest in peace to Dave from De La Soul. Two of the remaining two members of De La Soul, uh, Pasta News Plug One and Maceo Plug Three, have both posted Instagram posts honoring Dave. There was an amazing. There's actually YouTube took out an ad in Times Square, and that it just was it was very simple. His picture in white, his the year he was born, the year that he passed. Rest in peace, Trugoy the Dove. Just very, very, very amazing sort of thing that they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And um, so the world, it's been a week since that happened. We're kind of still obviously still dealing with that. Like I said, we just spoke about obviously Nipsey and what's going on with him. The NBA All Star Game happened. I don't think we spoke about that.
We did not.
So the NBA is on Twitter saying that this was their social media. They broke all new records for social media, right? As far as engagement, all that stuff. But they what they failed to say was this is one of the lowest watched um,
All-Star
NBA All
game.
Star games in recent history.
Wow.
Now, one, I think that was because it had something to do with it being in Utah, and people just kind of had
But
low.
why wouldn't you watch it regardless of where it is?
I think they just had low expectations for it
Okay.
being in Utah. Number one. Number two, there weren't too many storylines going into it that I think attracted people to watching it. Maybe they weren't playing hard enough of the game to keep people's attention. I thought it was relatively good from what I saw, but people have their own. You're also coming off a week of Super Bowl that was super exciting,
Yeah.
and people might have just been like, "I'm tapped out." It was a really nice day, so some people might have been like, "Yo, we outside, like we're not really tripping off the game." Um, I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool. I thought they played well, but you know what I mean. It's just sometimes the numbers don't lie, even though you would like them to a bit, and so that's where we stand with that. You know what I mean? There's a rainstorm and my mother's Wi-Fi went out. She's like, "Do I need to call Cox about my cable?" I'm like,
Yeah, nah, it's a
it's
rainstorm.
the weather, ma. It's the weather. You just gonna have to like,
Unplug that shit, plug it back in.
yeah. You know
Let
what I
it do
mean?
what it do.
I also bought my mom a new shower head.
Okay.
I'm very excited to do those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could buy sneakers or I could buy my mom a shower head.
Well,
Let's
you
get it
could buy
popping.
both.
True, but do I need which one's going to be more useful at the current time? New shower head. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Um, so that's that. Uh, okay, I believe people that we're about to shortly be joined by. Don't charge Abdul. He's letting us know that
He's about to log
he's
on.
about to log on. You know
We'll
what I'm
see.
saying? I feel like he's gonna come through excited. You know what I mean?
He's gonna come in on his Busta Rhymes shit.
Woo-ha. You feel me? We'll see how long that happens since Silent Tom's driving the ship remotely right now.
Well, he already sent. We just this. Now Abdul can let himself in.
Oh, can he?
I believe so.
We'll see.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing. In the meantime,
Snipes.
so Snipes is a store that recently we've been talking about. Today, my daughter's on this interesting sort of break. It's not spring break; it's like winter break, or I don't know what it is. But we go to connected to the Snipes is a Target, and we walked in tonight, and the first thing I see is those reverse Brazil dunks.
Did you cop him?
I said, "Oh my goodness!" Nah, I wanted to stay focused.
That's not the Eaton.
Yo, look at son's face. He wild excited.
That's the new office.
Hey, yo, one time. I was about to say, yo, if son got to eating this quick, yo, I was like, yo, he put the family in danger. He would have put the family in danger.
I'm not risking the life of the babies.
Nah.
Yeah.
What's
So,
up, fellas?
as you can see at the 32 mark, 32 minute mark, episode 198, at Don't Charge Abdul has joined the podcast.
I'm here.
Fresh from CIAA events.
My
and just-
apologies for being
You know
late.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's up with
yeah.
Eddie? Eddie's screen went black. Is that just me or is
That's just you, kid. Yeah, he's here. That's
shit? Yo, his screen is completely blank.
Check your Wi-Fi, kid. Now you frozen, G. Now you okay? You
That was your screen.
yeah, we good.
All right. Listen, as long as y'all can see it.
Can you see me?
No,
Wow.
it doesn't matter.
Word.
No, we're here. We're good.
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah. So we just went over a litany of things. My weekend in Atlanta. We were just gonna talk about Snipes right now.
Okay.
We're getting into that, but basically
Perfect time for Abdul to jump in when we talk about sneakers.
I saw your text earlier with the reverse Brazil dunks.
Yo, listen, they're just sitting in Snipes right there.
Question for you: do you wear one Brazil and one reverse Brazil?
Never.
That would cause anxiety for somebody.
I mean, I saw you wearing mismatched shoes this weekend.
Yeah, but that's how they were supposed to kind of be.
That's your Steve's, bro.
Who knows?
That was
two
different
shoes, though. It's two different shoes, though.
But it was designed like that. That's different.
Okay.
You know?
What different shoes you had? What shoes you had on?
Elizabeth.
Ah, man. I mean, I listen. DJ Clark Kent has a pair of Air Force Ones coming out. I'm just gonna say it at this point. I think the world kind of saw it, and a lot of people hit me up asking. A lot of people hit him up.
He doesn't have one pair of Air Force Ones coming out.
I did not actually have full
permission.
Word? Yeah, permission to be rocking those, and I did. And listen, it is what it is.
Hey, I mean, you're not the first to wear them out.
I'm not the first to wear them.
Yeah.
All day wore them in France, in Paris during Fashion Week.
Did he mismatch them also?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, they come like that. So there's a whole story behind it.
I got the story, but they come mismatched.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, listen, one time
that's not the story. That's not the story I remember.
Speaking of Air Force Ones, man, shout out to Premium Goods. Shout out to my guy, Clarence. Clarence sent down a pair of the Bella Air Force One
They're
Premium
fire.
Goods
Bless
edition.
bless Bella with the Bellas.
Bless Bella,
Fire.
Bellas.
Fire. I
Nah,
mean,
that Bella right there, the Bella out of the two. Listen,
What's
I
the
like
other one called?
the
Sophia.
Sophia,
Woo!
and which is also great. That's
Did
the white
Sophia
with
get the Sophias?
Sophia did get the Sophias. Shout out to Clarence at
Oh,
Premium
y'all got to
Goods.
get a picture of both the girls together with them on
Ooh,
and send that to
bro,
Clarence.
we gotta make that happen. That's the
y'all
album.
y'all
That's
on
the
break?
album. Yeah, we're on spring break. I mean,
Oh
winter
yeah.
break.
Yeah, you got. Do y'all got premium good T-shirts for them?
They don't
We're
mind don't
growing
fit
out of
no
that
more.
joint.
Yeah, but
We
say mine
did.
don't fit no
We
more.
all used to have the Biggie T-shirt.
I'm talking about
that
for the
Premium Goods
girls.
did. I know.
Yeah, me too.
Girls
That's what I'm
used to
saying.
have
Yeah, for the girls. Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you don't know, that T-shirt with Biggie on the face that was done by Premium Goods in what, 09 or something like that, designed by who? Do y'all know?
No.
DJ Clark Kent.
Salehi Bembury,
Oh,
a very young Salehi
Jerome's
Bembury.
gonna dig that up from the archives. Make sure he still has that.
nah, I don't. The oldest stuff I have is like not Mighty Healthy. What was that other brand? I don't know. I got it from out in Pit Crew. They used to have some stuff out there.
Not premium goods though.
No, not Premium Goods.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about Premium Goods.
Yeah.
This was a shirt that was made for Premium Goods Brooklyn. And if Jerome remembers, Bella had a tee. She had a tee like it. It was
like Premium Brooklyn. I remember those T-shirts.
no, but
yeah.
it was Biggie's face on it with the crown.
We might have it, but that's like a 2T or a 1T.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
small.
She was a little baby at the time. But that shirt came out in 2009 or 2010 or something like that, designed by a very young Salehi Bembury for Premium Goods Brooklyn. The now world famous Montclair designer of the Crocs that sell out every minute. The only dude that make Crocs sell out. New Balance designer, Versace, 2 Chainz, all that.
Reaction, all that.
Before all that, he
Premium
designed
Goods.
clothes and shirts for Premium Goods Brooklyn.
Boom.
Clarence, again, early.
Super
you know
early.
What I'm saying? Again, super early. But that Bella is fire. I had you might have to get that for yourself, Rome.
I might get her another pair. Like I might get her like another full size up. So she got a pair on deck.
Yeah,
you should get your mom a pair for the Bellas.
Might do that. You know what I mean? But
and they come in women's sizes. That's actually their women's.
It's a women's shoe.
It's a women's shoe. Yeah, for sure. So, but the
so hold on. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about like Air Force Ones and Jordans being like would you wear a women's Air Force One? Because technically it's a men's shoe first, and or women's Jordan 5s or women's,
yes, if the color is dope,
right? But I mean, it's a men's. Is it any different than a men's shoe to you? Because in theory, a Jordan 5 is a men's shoe. It's just a women's colorway, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, me neither.
If you think about it, the off-white Jordan 4s, the cream, the all-white color was a women's shoe.
That didn't have both sizes on it, men's and women's.
It did, but the women's was up top.
The top.
Yeah. So
Air Force Ones back in the day used to have men's up top, women's on the bottom
because it was a man's shoe. But if it's a women's shoe, the women's sizing is up top. So for example, if you go on let's say StockX, for example, the sizes are listed in women's. So you got to be careful when
you got to pay attention. Yeah,
you got to pay attention.
You
know how many people on Sneakers app bought a women's 9, for example, if they were a men's size 9 by accident, clicking the wrong thing.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of people. That happened to what's our guy, Ugly Mike. That happened to him.
But the small
one of the.
He came up though because the women's sizes bring more money on the resale, so he came up.
I think he was just trying to get himself a pair, and he just jumped the gun and just hit buy, and it ended up being let's say for example he's an 8.5. He ended up with a women's 8.5.
Speaking of premium goods, we got to give a happy birthday shout out to our guy.
Oh yeah,
billion dollar
Lex. I was with Lex this weekend, man. I was with Lex this weekend in New York. $1 billion Lex pulled up.
Did you buy AP?
Man, I don't have AP money, man. That's $1 billion talk. All Lex did was tell me about his real estate ventures and how much property he owns. all over Crown Heights, Brooklyn,
Good for him.
and out
Smart
and
man.
areas around there, man. So it was good for him to come see me, and we hung out for a while. Actually, all of Friday night, I spent Friday night with those dudes, man. We set up. Scar's Pizza is like it's like my office when I'm in New York. Yo, just come meet me at Scar's. I'll be there. So I went to go meet Scar there, and then we hung out at the bar next door. Lex pulled up. My man All Day pulled up, and some other friends. My boy Wahid pulled up, and
all those people's are homies already.
No, nobody knew each other. Well, Lex and All Day, of course.
Yeah, but they don't know Scar.
All Day does.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Word.
So, yeah.
Sorry, Silent Tom was inquiring. I just let him know we're all good now. We're all good over here. But yes, back to the original Snipes. Brazil reverse is just sitting right there. Bong bong.
I might like those better than the original Brazils.
I said, DC not tripping off these.
Me too. I think I do like them more than
honestly. I think I like them better.
I'm gonna go grab Bella another pair as soon as they open 10 a.m.
110.
I think so. Yeah,
yeah,
I think I saw 110.
Yo, the black ones is fire too.
Which black ones?
The black with the white swoosh.
Yeah, black with the white swoosh are available. Like
That's
I said,
clean.
white with the gray swoosh, and then there's a high top white with gray on it as well.
I can't do high top dunks.
I think my days of high tops and dunks is over.
Yeah, me too. I can't do high top.
I think it's over. I'm not doing that anymore.
I have the Michigan color. That's a great high top.
That is a great high top. You're right.
It's tough to wear though.
The Michigan State one though, that green, you can kind of just throw anything with it.
Abdul, you wilding with your mic.
Yo, Abdul has the illest setup. If you're listening to this right now, it's we're just happy he's here.
Abdul's in one of his many sneaker rooms.
Real basement vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
Real basement vibes. But yeah, I mean, obviously, to see Snipes have those is it's exciting because you don't know what else is gonna get released.
The neighborhood's not fucking with
where is the Snipes at?
Chill.
Oh. Yo.
I mean, he already said where it was on the podcast.
14th Street Northwest.
14th and Irving. It's all good.
It's up there.
It's right there. It's right there where Payless used to be at.
You did tell us that. Yeah. Okay.
14th
I mean,
Street Northwest.
they had like 6 pairs of reverse Brazils on display, so they got them in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, and listen, and the neighborhood's not tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
they got so many Air Force Ones in there too, though. Like
I don't even think people outside the neighborhood know the store's even there.
They don't. Nobody knows the store's there.
Right.
But now that these are there, I'm there. Like,
do they have Jordans there too?
Yes.
Like on the wall, like
on the
available.
Wall. Yes.
Wow.
There's probably a lot of Jordan ones sitting.
Of course. I mean, listen, everybody, all the essays love Jordans. Like,
but they don't know what Jordans to buy. They just buy Jordans.
But like, I'm gonna see if they got threes in there. Though.
I think we got to chill. You know what I just realized? Who listens to this podcast?
What?
Soul Priorities, Pentagon City.
Hey,
they're about to go clean them up before we even get there.
That's okay. We cutting 10%.
Soul Priorities.
If you heard it here, we cut 10%.
Y'all are listening.
That's all right.
Do not go grab all of the. Leave behind 2 size 9s and the 11.
You know what I'm interested in though? Right now, the hottest shoe is not a dunk. Right now, the hottest shoe is the Adidas Samba. Like Samba's
for who though?
The world of fashion, everybody. Like it's the most in-demand sneaker on the streets right now.
Ugh.
Listen,
I wanted that Iraq pair that came out recently.
That was
all
that
3M.
The Consortium Cup competition last week.
How did Commonwealth fare out in that? Do we know?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they made it past the first round, but what I was reading in some of the comments was that
how many stores were in the competition?
16.
Okay.
So what I was reading in the comments was that every store did get sample pair made.
Okay,
I don't know if that's true or not. That's what one store was saying
I believe
to a
it.
customer. So if they made a size 11, I need them because those were tough. I thought Commonwealth had the best ones, truthfully. But you know
Wow.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not
You
and
thought they
like
had the best ones?
literally in that whole competition, I thought they had the best ones for
Wow.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just
See, I
'cause
like if I'm gonna rock a samba, I just like the plain black. You know
well,
what I'm saying?
nobody's were
Nobody
playing
had the
black.
plain black.
Yeah,
No, but a lot
nobody.
of yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Like
I like the Commonwealth one, but I'm gonna give it to. I had three favorite actually, um, and one of the shops for some reason did not do a samba. They did a superstar. Did you?
I didn't even
Wow.
notice that.
Yeah, there's one shop, I don't remember what they're called, but the two that I really liked were actually went head to head against each other was Sneaker Politics as well as a spot called Carnival, which I've never heard of
Oh,
before.
I like the carnival
Oh,
one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
have you all heard of that shop? Where are
Oh,
they out of?
I have
There
no
must be
idea.
some international, some
But
European
those, I
type
think
thing.
those might have been the best ones.
Yeah, and I wasn't mad at the Foot Patrol joints, which were the baby blue color. Did y'all
Yeah.
see those?
Yep.
So, I mean, those three, and then of course Commonwealth pair,
Yeah.
were all solid to me, man. Good. They did executed those sambas really well.
Word.
I was trying to see what they have, but Adidas got too many posts. It's too far down the page.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, man, yeah, soul priorities, don't trip. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying? Don't
priorities
trip.
leave
They,
behind a nine,
they don't know where
three
that's
size
at. They're
nines
not
and
from
11.
around. They're not from around here. They don't know where that's at.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stick the goons on them. Nevertheless,
Stick the goons on.
nevertheless, episode 198 was the podcast. Again, like we said earlier, the Patreon will be fully up.
Oh, okay.
Active in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna be soliciting content from each of the team members.
All right, let's
So
go.
guys, just carve out some time over the weekend.
Abdul's looking around for a pair of shoes to give away on the Patreon.
Oh, that could
You
be
see,
it. We could do
you
that.
see him looking
200.
around. You see him looking around.
Okay.
I see that Monier A right there. Okay, it could be
Monier
something
A.
special. Could be something special in
Nice.
that bag right there.
Bag.
You know what I mean?
This is actually like my kids' sneakers right here.
We giving away a pair of kids' shoes.
You know what I
I'll
mean?
show you guys something special. This is right here. It was a pair of Air Force Ones from DJ Clark Kent to my daughter
Got that white?
when she was a little baby. And it's, I don't know if you can see this, but that's the Superman logo right there.
Yes, sir. We can see
Clark's
it.
logo.
Lace lock, and it says that again, the Superman logo right there. And it says to King Sophie. And this shoe says from Uncle Clark.
She never worn DS.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably not one. Yeah, I think I purposely
DS
did not make her wear those.
Yeah.
Because I think I would just rather save these and maybe have him sign these. At
So
some point.
those technically are the first Sophie Air Force Ones.
Yeah. Why did she have another one?
I mean,
Oh,
premium goods.
Yes. Okay. I see what you did there. Okay.
You got a bone to pick.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Doesn't she have a pair of Stan Smiths also?
She does. She does. I don't know where those are though.
And she wore those.
No, I didn't wear those
You
either.
kept those.
Yeah. Here is
Don't make the tower fall over.
I know the tower falls. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Here's a Adidas pair of
Metro Attitude.
Patrick Ewings.
Oh wow, kids.
Yeah.
DS.
Yeah, this has to be from the 80s, maybe 87 to 88.
Jerome's out.
1987. Yeah, what happened? Nah, he's right here. Hold on. Let me add him back to the
Bring him back
stream.
in.
Rome, you good?
Yeah, we good. I was on the wrong Wi-Fi network, but since I changed Wi-Fi networks, I have completely lost you. Where Eddie?
I'm still here.
It's
He's
black.
frozen on my end.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't know if you saw these, Rome. This is a Adidas
Metro something y'all just said.
Metro Attitude with their Ewings. I think their Ewings before.
This before he had his own shoe. This is from 1987.
So listen. This is there's Eddie. Listen, there is obviously, we don't want to give away too many of the goods. You know what I'm saying? Like, because episode 200,
None of those shoes will be available on Patreon, by the way.
they won't. So don't get your hopes up. But basically, I'm gonna be soliciting content from all of us. Like literally, we have to decide on what we're gonna do, and I've found out how to privatize and unlock videos, YouTube, and all that stuff, and we're gonna have the first 8 to 10 weeks after the Patreon launches should be tremendous.
What are those?
It's actually a pair of New Balance 640 runners. It's like a cross country or cross training kind of sneaker from maybe 89 or 88.
Kid sizes?
Oh, this is my kid's size 6. Yeah, she wore these already actually. Yeah.
Abdul's kids shitting on everybody.
just
We're here.
Vintage stuff.
Episode 198. We are here.
198. So did we talk about anything that's happening for 200 or
no? Just that was it. That was it right there. You know what I'm saying?
Just the Patreon.
Just the Patreon.
All right.
we need more patrons. We need more patrons to get on the Patreon.
Yeah, hop on. Listen, patrons, hop on. Come on,
You know what
let's
I'm
get
saying?
this. Let's get this moving.
Let's go.
But I'm actually checking the stats right now. There's been more interest in the Patreon for sure.
Okay, I like
Been
it.
more interest. We still got to continue to push like crazy, but it's there. And maybe what we'll do, we'll just set up. This might be one of our segments, right? I'm not gonna speak about it out loud, but we'll talk about it right here. You know what I'm saying? Abdul just sort of showcasing sneakers you're never gonna get to own in your life.
I mean, listen, this might be a Patreon
Exclusive.
segment. Yeah, this might be a Patreon segment. These are the first G units that came out
in the pink colorway.
In the baby pink colorway was a women's colorway.
The G Unit sneaker.
It looks like a Rod Laver.
So
that's where they got it from.
I think that's where they got it. They admitted that though. Yeah. The G Unit sneaker, what's the word we want to say? Not experiment, but I guess that whole run with the G Unit sneaker, with the Jay-Z S. Carter.
Yep.
The Jay-Z's sold out crazy. They were
sold out. Well, so did the G Units actually.
Well, yeah, they did okay, but the S. Carters went bananas.
I never had none of those.
I never had either one of them.
Neither did I, because I was like,
you got a pair in your hand right now.
Well, this is a kid's pair.
You bought them though.
That was like 03,
I did.
04.
I did. This is actually the basketball joints.
What is that?
The S. Carter basketball mids. Who was my guy that was signed to? Oh my God, his name is right at the tip of my tongue. Pause. The basketball player that was signed to S. Carter basketball.
I have no idea.
Listen, if you wore S. Carter basketball shoes 20 years ago and can prove it with a picture, we'll give you a free Patreon membership.
For a month.
For a month. We just need you to send us an email to what'sapodcast@gmail.com.
If you let us know who it is, Abdul's gonna give them to you.
Unless I let y'all know. Nah, not Vince Carter.
No, he's Nike. Who is it?
Not Jamal Mashburn, but I
have no idea.
Shoot. Oh my God, it doesn't say here. I'm not searching.
It's not on the box.
No, it's not on the box. It doesn't matter. If you do know, let us know. And if you are right, I'll think about giving you a pair.
There's only 5 years left. Our last post was 3 years ago.
Nathaniel Butler?
No. Nope.
I don't think I want to know.
I see it right here.
Who?
I'm trying to find his name.
It's a well-known name. If you
Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford. Did I just say that, or what did I say?
I don't know.
Oh, I think I said
Jamal
Jamal
Mashburn.
Mash. Jamal
Jamal
Crawford.
Crawford. Yep.
That's it.
I mean, Jamal Crawford is a dog. He's a beast. He's an incredible.
Monster back then, right?
Yeah.
And he was signed to S. Carter, and he was in the commercials for wearing that shoe, the one I
Early.
just showed.
It's a
Jamal.
beautiful thing. If you got some Jamal Crawford and S. Carters, please send us a picture, and we'll give you a free Patreon exclusive.
We'll give you another pair from Abdul
for a month. Man,
I miss the recap. What's up with y'all? Everybody's good?
Yeah.
How was Atlanta?
Atlanta was peace, man. I was a little I was just kind of surprised by, just the scene, the nightlife scene. I was only there for 36 hours, or not even 36 hours, but a short amount of time. But I really enjoyed myself.
Was there any talk about the dude who got murdered, the club owner? I don't know if y'all heard that story.
The city is definitely in a state of mourning, because if I was down there Saturday, the funeral was Monday. The Monday
he got killed by his own man, right?
He got killed by his own man, but
wow.
His man
by accident or something?
Nope.
Nah.
Damn.
But they said his man was like that was his man. Like they'd be in the joint at the end of the night, counting money together and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And nobody knows where homie is.
Oh, they haven't caught him yet.
No.
Oh my God. I thought that for sure he had got handled by now.
Did he kill him in the club?
I thought it was out front.
So apparently he got drunk and belligerent and got asked to leave. He left and then came back at the end of the night.
And killed his man?
Killed his man, yeah. This had to have been something else, man. There had to have been some sort of untold story we don't know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just terrible, bro. It is absolutely
very, very sad.
That whole nightlife scene down there, because obviously there's a lot of money hip hop down there. Was in a state of mourning. You know what I mean? And my friends that live down there are definitely connected, but they weren't like in that mix so much, you know what I'm saying? So, but they all knew him. Everybody knew him. You can't be a part of Atlanta nightlife and not know him, and not know their brother. Those dudes hold it down.
Yeah, they're like Atlanta's version of like Mark Barnes.
They're Mark and Taz.
Yeah, they're Mark and Taz. Yep,
the same network. LeBron want to come to Park. He go through, LeBron want to go to, Gold Room when they had that down in Atlanta.
Exactly.
That's who they would go through. You know what I mean? So
he owned Republic Lounge
in Atlanta. I think the brother owned Republic Lounge.
They
both did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just super sad, man. I think one of the homies said everybody that came to work the next day at another club was just like, yo, why are we here? People crying, waitresses crying, people trying to push through. I think they ended up closing like early just because it was just like, this don't make no sense. You know what I mean? So, but that was super sad. But that didn't have an effect. Again, it was nice and warm down there. You know what I mean? Atlanta was busy. The traffic down there is god awful.
Terrible.
The homelessness is even worse.
Wow, like that's kind of new. Like for it to be worse though. That's kind of
homelessness.
Homelessness, like downtown Atlanta, like the homelessness was just crazy.
Like here,
worse than here.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like a problem.
Tent City.
Like tent city everywhere though, freeways everywhere. Like there was a dude, it was a homeless cat in the middle of the freeway.
Get the fuck out of here!
Swear to God, I'm like, bro, how did you get out here, and two, how do you plan to get back? It's middle of the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
He caught the exit ramp.
I don't know, bro. But
was it rush? Was it rush hour? Was he trying
rush hour, bro?
Well, that's how you try to get that money. Try to walk up the rush hour and get some money.
I was scared for him. He may not be with us currently, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, the people were beautiful. The women were incredible.
Oh, you met something down there?
Of course not. No. It's all business.
I mean, listen, you brought it up, and so I
God,
figured I'd ask.
there's women at the party. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't catch nothing.
That's
I was
business.
working.
That's all business too, though, Rome.
I was working. I just
All the
focused.
business. You got to catch something.
Nah, they had a nice and cordoned off DJ booth that allowed no riffraff.
Catch and release, man.
No requests.
I do not know them. I don't know them. No, I'm not from here.
That's how you gotta get down.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm in and out. You know what I'm saying? So
you should be raw dog everything.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's how you end up with kids.
That's why you have 2 and I have 1. You know I'm great. I'm great. You know what I mean? So nevertheless, man, we're gonna I don't even know what other sneakers. I mean, we kind of talked about what really moves and shakes.
What's coming out, Abdul?
Tiffany Air Forces.
We gonna get those?
Another color?
We're gonna get them.
Oh, those SBs dropped this morning. Those sold out.
If we want to drop that 4 bills on them, we'll be able to get them.
What else?
I don't know. While we're doing, I'm looking around to see if there's anything cool I can show you guys. Maybe some of our viewers might think it's cool.
This is why if you listen to the podcast, you should also be watching us on youtube.com/what's the podcast.
Oh yeah, you should definitely be watching us on YouTube because I can't talk about some of these sneakers.
Rate, subscribe, and comment. There's an Ambush Air Force One coming out soon.
Another one?
Yeah. Air Force One low undefeated.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they got 2 more coming actually.
Wow.
Speaking of which, I was on the hunt for the patent leather pair with the pink toe box.
They're on Sneakers app.
Tuesday.
They're still not on Sneakers app.
Air Force One Tiffany drops Tuesday.
Well, March 7th. Oh, it might be dropping Tuesday on Sneakers app, which is probably earlier.
March 7th.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, March 7th. Tiffany Air Forces are dropping.
Same day metallic gold Air Max 97s drop.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about those? I'm kind of over.
Hold on, which ones?
The metallic gold Air Max 97s.
They look good too. I saw them. They look like pretty.
I like the silver bullets better than
silver bullets.
I like both of them at a 50%.
And the silver bullets are sitting, man. They got them everywhere.
Well, I like the price point on them. They were like 180 or 200. It's a lot.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. That's a lot.
On sneakers. The metallic golds are going to be $185.
That's a lot of money.
You just at this point a 97 isn't going to do anything for people, like, you know what I'm saying? So
dropping 185 on an Air Max 97 means they're going to sit.
Crazy.
I mean, that's why the silver bullets sit.
Oh, has anybody been to the factory store yet?
No, the one on H Street?
Yeah, the new one.
I have not. No.
I can see them being over there quick though. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't know.
Don't give me 30% off, baby. I need 50 because 30 ain't nothing at 185. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 185 is a lot of money for some 97s.
That's why.
And 97 is a great with gray sweatpants. Like, it's the perfect sneaker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what especially the silver ones. The gold ones.
No, the gold ones. The silver and gold are the 2 best 97s.
Yeah, miss. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But that being said, I'm probably gonna pass. I passed on the silver bullets too. Tom Lim got them. They got
them everywhere.
Yeah.
They still out.
He got a pair for his wife.
Yeah, they dope. I thought about
that's a solid Tom shoe though. He's probably had like 4 or 5 pairs of those.
Yeah.
I thought about getting them, but that 180.
Yeah, that 180 stops you quick in your tracks.
Yeah, I'm like, they're not that dope.
Nah, I gotta rethink everything.
They'll be on sale because they sitting.
Yeah.
Did you get the black Jordan 13s, the playoffs?
No.
That's a nice sneaker too.
Yeah, my wife actually wanted those.
They sitting. They got them on the sneakers app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I passed.
I like them because I had them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ah, man. I didn't get any. I got the other pair of undefeated Air Forces.
Which ones?
Patent leather toe box. But now I want the pink ones. The pink ones are super tight. I was kind of broke when they came out. But I can still get them. They're under retail on StockX. So
Which
I think
pink ones?
they had 4 colors, right? They had the one dunk colorway from '05 from
ones
the
we
Clark
have.
pack. Yep. And then they had the one which was like a yellowish colorway.
These?
I can't see. You're frozen on my end.
You're in a bad place.
I'm gonna send them to you.
Streamer Eddie, you're in a bad place.
That's crazy because I'm hardwired in.
Pause.
Reset my G.
I ain't tripping. The audio's coming through. I just sent them in the group chat though.
Okay. Let me
Those?
see. No, that's the green toe box.
Okay.
Let me show
Are
you.
you talking about them more like yellow and pink? Like
the pink one. The pink one.
the girl was wearing them at the comedy show.
Yes, she
Okay.
was. Oh, did we talk about that? We went to go see
We didn't
Bushwick.
talk about
What's
it.
the name of the show?
It's
Bushwick
called
Chronicles.
no, it's called not Bushwick. It's called Flatbush
Flatbush.
misdemeanor. Flatbush misdemeanor.
Oh, in the worst news of today regarding TV, I don't know if you guys watch Southside on HBO Max.
I do. Why? What happened?
Got canceled.
Why?
I don't know. That is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my life.
Did you watch season 2?
I haven't. I've caught like episode here and there. I haven't caught anything consistent.
So I will admit, season 1, best TV show ever. Season 2, a little bit less than that.
Wow.
So something changed. I don't know if it's the writers, the actors obviously didn't change, but something changed with how the show was done because it wasn't first season. Man, I talked about it on this podcast. We talked about how good it was.
I just caught it recently. It's incredible.
But the second season, man, jeez, it wasn't as good. Still funny, but I was just expecting the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just did not hit the same. So, damn, that still sucks though.
DC police and FBI now investigating as many as 20 ATM machines discarded in Watts Branch Creek in Northeast DC.
You know what's funny?
What?
There's a picture, right? Of like a couple ATMs in the woods in the water, and one of my homies, that's his business. He like has a bunch of ATMs over the city, and that's his ATM.
Oh wow!
So he's dealing with that right now, trying to get it back from the
but
police.
They don't have money in that, obviously.
He doesn't know because in the picture it doesn't look like it's been busted open.
So
But
what is it just doing in the middle of the woods?
somebody threw it in the water, like somebody threw it in a river or something, or like a little stream. The streets are crazy, man. Pete, the kids out here wilding, man.
Wilding.
What's that? A local rapper just got killed last night on Montana Avenue.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man,
Yo,
I didn't know that.
I'm not gonna name anything, but y'all gonna figure this out. So I'm DJing last Friday. It's the night before I go to Atlanta, and it was a holiday. I forgot that I was there for the extra time. So we come outside the club. It's one dude talking to 2 women. Now, as he's walking by, there are 4 guys walking by him.
And he's walking with the 2 girls?
They're like kind of stopped and just talking or whatever, right?
Yep.
So the dudes are just at first kind of like just playing around, like, hey, y'all should come with us. Don't worry about him, yada, yada, yada.
Straight hating.
At some point, some disrespect comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
The disrespect comes into play when you walk up to a dude talking to 2 girls.
Yeah, the disrespect
and
is
say,
They didn't walk up to him. They were kind of walking around, just kind of hovering.
Yeah, but as soon as you say fuck him, come with us, that's the disrespect starts right there.
Okay, I didn't hear the F word, but I just heard, whatever. Like, and they wasn't giving them no real play. So, but then at some point it became the disrespect came into play.
Yeah.
So now you've got one guy who's essentially like, I'll take like maybe 2 of them on. Maybe 2 of them was taking.
Oh, he was with it though.
He was with it.
Okay.
At this point, I said, okay, let me step over here 2 paces, right?
Yeah.
Let me step back and get a good seat.
They're actually walking closer to me. Like I'm beyond them. They're walking in my direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the dude that's with the two girls, he starts walking towards the guys, and they
Oh,
slow
he's with it.
down. So now you got like one dude, two women, and like let's say three of the four guys are paying attention to it, right? Next, dude's homie out the car runs out the car.
The dude that's by himself.
Dude that's by himself. His homie jumps out the car.
Levels
how
out the
it should
playing.
be.
Levels out the playing field.
Now it's 2 versus 3, and you include
Now
the two
we
birds.
got something.
Yeah.
So now he like, yo, what's up? Y'all good? Like they messing with you? Whatever. So then the dudes are like, yo, if y'all like y'all don't really want this, like whatever. Next thing you know, the car opens again. Another one of his homie jumps out with the joint inside his
Jesus
jacket.
Christ. Okay.
I'm like, okay, you know what, Jerome? It's time.
What you mean we don't? What you mean really don't want this?
I'm like, it's time for me to cross the street.
Now,
so as I'm crossing the street, because again, they're walking in my direction. Like I'm past them.
you gonna get hit in the crossfire.
I'm definitely gonna get hit in the crossfire. So now so now, homies, his man jumped. His man wanted to flash the joint. Literally takes the joint. I was like, yo, which one of y'all want to die tonight? Says this to the group of 4. The 2 birds scatter.
They gone.
You got 4 dudes over here, 4 dudes over here, and my man takes a joint and literally butts Cuz in the head with the joint. Knocks him down, all that. They trying to scramble and get themselves together so they can get out of there. I'm like, oh man, my Uber went from 3 minutes to 7 minutes.
Oh, you can't.
I'm like, bro, I can't get out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, Isabella, I love you so much. You know what I'm saying? So these cats go running in one direction. The dude, he's like, oh dog, like, come on, get in the car, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So they get in the car.
They get
now,
pulled over.
Yeah, I don't know. No, they don't get pulled over. They out. I'm somehow at a new angle in life, right? And dudes spin the block. Like I
in the car.
Not the dudes that pulled it out, but the dudes they pulled it out on.
The dude that got gun butted.
They got gun butted. They spin the block trying to see what's good.
Because now they got back to their car and they got their things.
You feel what I'm saying? At that point, the block had emptied out. I'm in a whole new mode, just praying to get home.
Yeah.
And then here comes my Uber driver just taking his time down the street. I said, bro, man, come on, man. Like
trying to get me shot out here.
Yeah. For sure. It's wild out here, man.
I mean, if that's the life you live, it makes no sense to not have anything on you. Because if that's you're about to be short.
Oh, you're about to be in trouble. Yeah. And the thing is, the only reason why I was waiting inside for the Uber, but it said 1 minute left. So when I said 1 minute, I walked outside. Then when I got outside, it's just 3 minutes left. I'm like, all right, cool.
They locked that door in the club.
Then they changed it to 7, and these cats walking in my direction, and I don't got nowhere to.
And you saw him pistol whip the dude?
I saw everything.
Wow.
I saw everything. I'm just like, oh, let me go this way.
Which one of y'all want to die tonight?
Heard that loud and crystal.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm
not
gone.
me.
320 audio. High definition. You feel me?
You didn't World Star, you didn't break out the phone.
I'm trying to get home, bro.
I'm trying to live.
Yeah. At this point, episode 198, we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
Have you been watching Fight the Power on PBS? Me and Jerome talked about that earlier.
Nah, tell me about that. What's that?
Jerome.
Chuck D explaining the political side of hip hop over the past 50 years.
You should watch it.
You know what? I don't even have PBS unless they have an app. I got to figure that out.
I don't know if they have an app, but you could probably watch it on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. No, because my situation is currently no TV. I got streaming platforms right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But no TV. I didn't really watch anything.
You're not caught up on BMF. You're not caught up on any of that.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
no.
What's Abdul watching? Nothing.
I haven't had time to watch TV. I've been out of town for the most part.
What's Abdul watching? Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Let's see,
videos.
I haven't been keeping up with any new music. There was a group called live.e. They put out something really dope. Another woman from DC, her name is Kalela. She put out a really dope album. It's fire.
Kalela,
yeah. She was around that early.
How do you spell that?
Kelela.
Kelela.
Yeah. She was around that sort of early 2000s, 2010s wave of artists in DC when you had, a lot of different artists. And I think she moved out to the West Coast and sort of has been out there since then. But she's super dope. Badu vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Word.
So it's something you should check out. If you're in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, remember there is CIAA functions all weekend long. I'm playing at a Revival Hotel Friday and night brunch on Saturday. Friday
Is the
night,
night brunch event have anything to do with that?
just more so because of the time of year. Nothing's
Yeah.
It's just everybody's throwing a party in Baltimore. It's too many parties in Baltimore.
Revival Hotel on Friday, you said?
Friday, yeah, I'm doing
I might have to roll with you on that.
I'm doing the lobby.
Let's go, Abdul.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm doing the lobby of the Revival, and then that's 5 to 9, and then they got a real fly. Actually, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, let's
But,
keep that on the low.
yeah.
We're gonna go there afterwards.
Well, I got to come right back to DC, so I'll be like Eddie said. I probably got to rent a whip and just I got to come right. I got to do Heist on Friday night, so
Okay.
it's going to be a lot of DJing over these next 48 hours. Oh, it's Sunday night. Sunday night I'm DJing at District Alley. I don't know if you guys been there before.
Never heard of it.
It's actually in the alley behind Marvin. It's like the old bin 1301 people run the space.
Yeah.
In the alley behind.
I do know
Marvin.
that. I do know that.
What's it called?
You walk up the steps. It's like the all white, like looks like a
District Alley.
museum kind of spot.
I actually haven't been. I haven't been. No, I don't know. I don't know. I know it's in the alley behind Marvin.
Yeah. No, I think I've been there.
So a Hampton alumni owns it, so we're gonna get that shaking this weekend. So it should be a good weekend. So if you're in DC,
All right.
follow the gram. But shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Sheba Eddie.
Peace, y'all.
Shout out to my guy, Don't Charge Abdul.
Hop on our Patreon, man.
Patreon goes live in 2 weeks. Like I'm gonna send out the email to all the video I need from all of our content creators.
We got to crack 100 first month.
Ooh, crack 100. We're gonna be all right.
Yeah, listen, that's where we're going.
All right,
Crack 100 so we can start giving you all this content.
Shout out to our guy Silent Tom, and I am DJ Jerome Baker III, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.